Nearly a dozen legislators wrote a letter Friday urging the Department of Homeland Security to end the misuse of solitary confinement in immigration detention, citing a February 6 report from nonprofit Physicians for Human Rights exploring alleged inhuman treatment involving use of the tactic in ICE facilities. Given that solitary confinement has been shown to present a significant risk of substantial psychological, emotional, and even physical harm, we are concerned that ICE's solitary confinement practices may also constitute cruel and unusual punishment in violation of the U.S. Constitution, the letter said. The UN's Human Rights Council Special Rapporteur proposed a worldwide ban on the use of solitary confinement in 2011, when the 15-day limit for the practice was recommended. Solitary confinement has been linked to a range of adverse health effects, including the onset of new mental illnesses and exacerbation or recurrence of pre-existing conditions, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. ICE issued a directive on the practice in September 2013 aimed at increasing oversight and limiting its use for vulnerable populations. Amid ongoing concerns of the practice from legislators and the public alike, an October 2021 report from the Office of the Inspector General analyzing detention files from 2015 to 2019 said the agency needed to improve its oversight of the policy on segregation use, the technical name for solitary confinement. Less than 2 years later, in July 2023, multiple immigration advocacy groups filed a complaint with oversight agencies against ICE over alleged misuse of the practice. The agency announced on March 13 that officers across 5 cities, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Detroit and Buffalo, New York, would begin wearing body cameras in an attempt to increase public transparency about operations. However, ICE indicated it does not currently have the resources to roll out the program in its entirety amid the significant budget deficit it is facing. Federal records show increasing use of solitary confinement for immigrants. The New York Times, detainees and advocates decry horrific conditions at Louisiana ICE Detention Center. NBC News, ICE officers will begin wearing body cameras, but budget gap may prevent full rollout. Forbes, ICE is reportedly considering mass releases amid $700 million budget gap. Forbes.